This video goes out to all the people that went out and voted for Donald Trump. Especially all you people receiving EBT, Medicaid, food stamps. Y'all voted for Donald Trump, and now, guess what? We got to go back to work. To qualify for EBT and food stamps, you have to be working 30 hours a week. I got 5 kids. I can't work 30 hours a week. Who's going to take care of my kids? Y'all done fucked around and found out, now fucked it up for everybody. You mean to tell me I got to go back to work and I got 5 kids? Who's going to take care of these 5 kids? I got $72 to last me on this EBT card, and then it's done, and I got to find a job. So, thanks a lot, and fuck you to anybody that voted for Donald Trump. Shame on you. Now we got to go back to work. What am I going to do?
Y'all sit over there with y'all scamming asses. Y'all constantly trying to get over on people, trying to lie to people and take from people constantly. That's what y'all do.
Sit back, relax. Here's another video for y'all to enjoy, as well as learn what people are going through. All right, let's get into it. Thumbs up the video, smash subscribe to join the tribe, and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
My food stamp card was declined. I'm so angry.
This, y'all, this is why. This is why. This is why. Cause what? 3 carts full, y'all. Let me pass her a receipt. This joint said, y'all, they didn't even buy it, and that's what making me even more mad. And everything won't even rung up yet, y'all. $1,013. This is why. This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the 1st, or the 2nd, or the 3rd, or the 4th.
I can imagine being broke with not just 1 child, not 2 children, but 3 children, having my whole family on food stamps, and then when they go to use the card, the food stamp card declines. And being 40 years old on top of that. A 40-year-old with 3 kids on food stamps, on Section 8. Been on Section 8 for 20 years. Poor kids, like, wow.
Maybe you can't imagine being on food stamps with 3 kids and then going to the store and the food stamps declining. But can you imagine being on food stamps with 7 kids and being denied for food stamps?
Somebody please help me understand why 1 piece of paper would get me denied for food stamps. I am a single mom of 7, and I just got denied for food stamps because I couldn't get 1 piece of paper signed saying how much I was receiving from someone for a month. So yes, 1 piece of paper. I have turned in my income. I have turned in every piece of paper they have asked for. I have turned in my housing. I have turned in my bills, what I have and what I don't have. And I have been denied as a mom of 7 for food stamps because I couldn't get 1 piece of paper. Someone tell me, is this legal? Someone tell me, is this how it works in your state? I turned in everything on my side, but because I have 1 piece of paper missing that is not in my control, I have been denied for food stamps. So listen, I'm gonna need you guys to run up the videos because obviously we gotta get it done. Because yeah, I Spark. I don't really DoorDash anymore because they don't really make a lot of money, and then I make my t-shirts. So listen, if you need a t-shirt, a mug, a cup, a sign, hit me up. You can DM me at any of my social medias, or if you know my number, hit your girl up. But yeah, 1 piece of paper stopped me from food stamps, but that the 1 monkey don't stop no show. Let's go.
Some people trying too many different things at once. You DoorDash, you sell t-shirts, mugs. You're splitting yourself too far. Sometimes you have to focus on that one thing before you diversify. She's trying to do multiple different things. Why not just focus on one? That's the issue right there. People think that's a good look when people like, I do this, I do that, I do that, I do that. People really just look at you like, oh, you just trying stuff. You really don't know your passion. You don't know what it is you should be doing. You're just trying anything. Or you're not that skilled at them, clearly. If it's not working out for you. Any of them. I'm just saying, focus on one, put 100% into one before you scale. That's just my advice to anybody doing that. And I've been there before, but that's not a good look. When I lock in on one thing, then that's when it works. But when you try too many different things at once, it never works because you're committing 20% here, 20% there. You get what I'm saying? Like, instead of 100% on one thing.
If my food stamp card declined at the store, who should I argue with, the government or the clerk at the store?
Boy, I'm hearing that a lot of people going down there in that line and they're finding out that they losing their food stamps and their government assistance. If you are able-bodied, all right, who can go out there and work, and you just found out that you losing your food stamps and your government assistance because it's required for you to go work a certain amount of hours and you feel like you shouldn't have to do it, then that's on you. That's on you. Of course, they got people out here who's supposed to get government assistance. I feel like all the elderly supposed to get it, or people who are disabled. You know, they deserve to get it. My tax dollars and our tax dollars, I don't mind taking care of people who deserve to get it. But y'all, some of y'all been getting over on the government. Some of y'all been on government assistance, food stamps. Y'all getting child support, Section 8. Y'all getting all that 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And you thought it wasn't going to change. Now you got this new administration in, and you got all these changes now. And now you got to go out there and work and do something about it. And you mad.
And you mad, right. Now y'all mad because y'all got used to what used to be. That's not my problem. That's not on me. I really do agree. I think that food stamps and government assistance completely, like, it should be for the elderly, those that put their time in. Y'all know how the elderly people really don't get a large pension, right? They really don't make enough in this current economy to survive. So yes, it should be for them, and it should be for those that are disabled because simply they can't work. It's impossible for them to work. I'm talking about the people that's really disabled, not the ones that's acting like it. Right? The ones that are actually disabled that can't work, they probably want to work but can't. They should be the ones that get it because they can't work. They got hurt. Everybody else, if you are able to work, then you should go work. Contribute to society. Be a part of society. Be a tax-abiding citizen. I know that jobs are hard to come by right now. Something needs to be done about that too. It should really be like this. You at least got to try. You at least got to be trying to get a job. Yeah, if you have been trying and haven't gotten a job, then there needs to be a middle ground too because the economy is terrible. The job market is terrible. So it also should probably be a middle ground to make it fair. Some people have been waiting 6 months, 12 months for a job. So what can they do in the meantime? That also needs to be a topic of discussion, if you ask me. Drop a comment below if you agree. Especially if you've been out here searching for a job and haven't landed one.
Executive order has been signed. Anybody make over $35,000 a year does not qualify for food stamps. Now, I'm just a messenger. Trump said this, not me. So I want y'all to understand and take this as a lesson that you should start grinding harder. If you're only making $35,000 a year, you are making the bare minimum in order to barely survive in society. Find you a business. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Don't sit around and be mad at the government because they want to snatch away the help. It's what it's really called. Do something different.
You have to do something different. One income is too close to none, and having one, you can't survive. You can't. So now you have to have multiple jobs. You have to have either a job and a side hustle, a couple side hustles. You got to get creative. You got to get your hustle on. That's just how it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. They never will be the same, for real. It won't be the same. It's not the same as it was just 5 years ago. Just before the pandemic started. It's not the same. It's a whole different world now. You got to learn to adapt with it. Adapt with the changes. That's all you can do. Complaining ain't gonna do nothing. The new food stamp changes. You got to adapt with that. If you've been on it for 20 years, you're done. You had a nice run. Just be thankful you could finesse the system for 20 years. At this point, no point in being mad. You should be glad. If you're going to be mad at anybody, don't be mad at them. Be mad at yourself because you didn't do nothing with those 20 years. How you get a 20-year head start and you still behind?
Y'all, I'm sitting in the house minding my business. Can't really do no content because my mind everywhere, right? But guess what I just heard, y'all? I heard that Trump was switching the food stamps over and making it cash. That's what I just heard on TikTok, because if it's a lie, that's what the people told me on TikTok. So y'all know I got a post with 1.2 million views telling me that's what they voted for. Y'all voted for cash? Because they said the president said cash. This is what you voted for? I like it. I do. I think it was a good vote. We're getting cash now. I don't know how true it is, but they said your stamps ain't coming no more. It ain't stamps. He X'd that out. Y'all said don't get him food stamps no more. He said okay. He said I'm just gonna give him cash now. I don't know how true it is. I'm just a messenger.
Somebody said cash ain't gonna have value soon. That's why they are processing digital currency, which is gonna require the chip to be implanted. I ain't even have to say it. Hey, the people already know. See, it sound good on paper. It sound good. But in order for you to get that benefit, you're gonna have to do that one act of worship to Hashatan, to the government. Go ahead and implant that chip and you can buy you some chips. These are the times we are in, for real. It's gonna be connected to the digital ID more than likely. It always sound good, but you gotta read the small print, the fine print. You gotta really do your research on it. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised, because we know UBI is coming, as well as we know in order for you to get anything that the government possesses, you will have to get the digital ID, which later you will have to get that chip implanted or do a scan of your iris. I'm gonna call it as I see it and as I know it.
I'm just speechless right now. Just got through listening to the news on social media, and they, of course, they didn't make a deal with the Congress and in Congress for them to keep the government open. So we're looking at the government shutting down. 47 told his cronies to shut it down. Then he did a press conference and he said that they're going to shut down the country for a little while, not knowing how long, but that they would pay Social Security and that they would also pay military. Now, what does that mean? No one would get food stamps. They're cutting those things out. I'm not for sure about medical, if that's tied into Social Security, and we'll still be able to get those things. But as far as single mothers and children and all of this, I think we're in for some trouble. And then he just vaguely said, well, I don't know how long it'll take for us to figure this thing out, but I think we're going to have to close down the country for a short period of time. What does that mean? What you mean? We'll pay the military and we'll pay Social Security. No food stamps. They will not. Go and Google who gets paid if the government shuts down, and then you'll know who's going to get paid and who's not. Go just look into what I'm saying. Look for the press conference that 47 just did to speak to his cronies about shutting the country down. But today, earlier today, when they came out of concessions, they said that they didn't make an agreement. And so they were saying that 47 was saying we're going to just shut it down. Excuse me, I'm going to get it right. He said just shut it down. I'm thinking, he said what? He said what? Just shut it down. This is not your doggone dealership. There ain't no cars coming in and out here, people looking to buy and sell cars. This is a country, man. I am totally speechless. I am totally speechless. Thank God that I'll still get my Social Security check. But then, what about my grandkids and whomever else depend on buying school lunches and SNAP benefits and whatever else that these parents have to depend on while they work jobs where they're not making enough money to survive, even paying bills. And then this man wants to sit there and talk about shut it down? Do you see what I'm talking about when I come on TikTok and say certain things about certain demographics? I say these things because of the I gotta watch my words. The insane things that these people continue to push, and then they want to Let me get off here because I'm just mad. Go look up what happened today.
Will there be a government shutdown? Who knows? Ever since Biden was in there, we've seen countless times a government shutdown was supposed to happen. Then it was stalled temporarily. They got more time. Then it came again. Got more time. Now, if they don't, then it's going to be a full collapse of the system, right? I'm expecting them to increase the debt, right? Start spending more money. That'll still destroy the economy. That's not a save. That won't save us. But it could allow people to continue getting their government assistance, getting their food stamps. But if we do go full-blown collapse, I won't be surprised. I'm hearing maybe January, the collapse might begin. And seeing how everything else is lining up, the digital IDs being rolled out, talks about UBI, more in depth, all of the cryptocurrency policies, the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, all of these going through, I won't be surprised if we do get a collapse. I've been thought it was going to happen, but they've been kicking the can so that this could be the worst one yet. It's not just America as well. What's going on in the United Kingdom, what's going on in China, as well as in Europe. But the world in calamity, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this. What do y'all think about people's stamps getting cut off? I appreciate you for watching. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.